sure that you're almost putting, you can go closer, you're almost putting your finger so that it's on the nail. You don't want a collapsing knuckle because you get an icky sound. You want to make sure that you have a bridge and that these three strings are open.
Is this out of tune?
A little bit. Now we're going to strum.
Wait, no, it doesn't sound good.
What's happening is you're sliding your finger too close to the fret. Really needs to be between the two bars, because the fret is what stops the string, not the fingertip. Tap your thumb. Get your wrist. Let's go ahead and do it together.
Also, the pad of my finger really hurts. This really hurts.
Yeah, it's because you're pushing too hard, but you will end up with lines on the bottom of your fingers. That's just the nature of string instrument playing. Because you're learning shapes with your hand.
Right.
One, you're developing muscle memory as to which fingers are closer to the hand, which ones are further away. One.
And also, like, how far to move it. And the other thing I'm really trying to feel, I don't know, just there's a certain feel of the right amount of pressure and how much the string is kind of digging into your fingertip. It's a little uncomfortable, but you get to feel the vibrations of the uke, so that pays as a payback.
It's not nearly as uncomfortable as many other string instruments because these are nylon strings and they're not that tight. So compared to almost every other string instrument I've ever played, it's less pressure on the left fingers. Yeah, less than violin, less than cello, less than viola, less than bass, less than guitar, less than mandolin. So I guess that's a lot of string instruments.
Wait, so what are you doing right now? Okay, she's got like space down there. I don't have that space.
That's what you don't have, yeah.
Wait, which fret?
The second fret on the fourth string. Yeah.
That's more like that. Okay,
yes.
So she's. I thought she was like this, but she's more like this.
Yeah.
So your palm is sort of at a 45-degree angle.
Show it to the camera.
Like about like that instead of like this. It's
yeah.
Second fret.
Right.
Okay, that's what. So the ukulele is only touching here, not here.
No.
Here. Okay, I get it. I think. We'll see.
We're going to draw a line. Rebecca, why don't you put your hand up where people can see? It's this little place where your hand bends. You actually have a line on your hand, but we're just making it green. And then opposite, we're going to put an X on her thumb. So you see how she has a line and an X. So she's going to go ahead and place the green line opposite the first fret of the ukulele, and she's going to put her thumb on the first fret on the fourth string. So it's going with like this. Now when we do the A minor chord,
let me just make sure I got that. Okay, this goes here like that.
Mm-hmm.
So the X is on the wood and that line. And basically you're saying I should only touch the uke where I have green on my hand.
correct.
Okay.
Because you want a little spot, maybe you can turn backward. It keeps your hand from getting so tight. So what we're going to do now is take our second finger, we're going to place it on the fourth string, which is the string closest to the ceiling. And that's going to make her A minor chord. No other fingers need to go down. She's going to just make sure that she's just touching where the line is on the...
Oh, that's right. Okay, just the...
And that the fleshy part of the hand... Let's turn it so we can see it a little bit. This fleshy part of the hand is not touching the ukulele.
There.
Yes. That's it. Now everything's
okay,
open.
so I did that a little more, even a little more, so it wasn't hitting so much on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Like not hitting here so much, but more here. I think that's what I did. Let's see if I can recreate it.
That's it. That looks right. So we take,
green line.
we put the green line here, put the thumb here, put the second finger on top, and this part of the hand is away from the instrument because you don't want it to hit the strings.
You're talking this.
Talking about the part, the fleshy part, what you would call on your foot, you'd call it the ball of your foot.
Okay.
But I don't know if we call that the ball of the hand, but it's very similar.
Very important. Your finger is here. It's not even on the fingerboard.
Oh, you've been trying to...
I've been trying to fit it here. It doesn't fit.
Okay. Well, here's an important thing about that line is this line that is on the hand. I've got it because it's it would be uncomfortable to try to put the first...
As you saw me demonstrating.
So we're actually putting the line in the peg box area. And then we'll put the first finger on the first string, and then it's shaped somewhat like this, but not
Yeah,
so
I was trying to
crunchy.
smush it all in there. That's
And
why
then
I
you
couldn't
can
do it.
move it back and forth more easily, kind of like this. So let's try that. There you go. That
Yeah.
looks right. So check it out.
Why is it not working?
Just because you're getting tight. Make sure you're not so tight with it.
I can't seem to push the string down enough.
Perhaps it's because you're not going back into the space that you have. So you have space here at the between the nut and the peg, and you can allow part of your finger to go back there. And that makes it a little easier. Yeah. That's better. Make sure this string is ringing, because it's not. There you go. We want all 4 strings to ring.
Yeah, yeah.